Well, Arizona State put up a really good fight with Texas, but now we kind of got a new guy to keep an eye out on, and that is the running back Cam Skattebo. That is now probably going to be a diamond in the rough in the draft. Let's talk football. All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Round Sports Podcast. Sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we're talking some college football this time, as we're talking about the Arizona State Sun Devils, primarily one player in Cam Skattebo, a player that has had an outstanding year with Arizona State. Although the Arizona State Sun Devils lost in a very close two overtime effort against the Texas Longhorns, trying to advance to the semifinal Cotton Bowl that'll be taking place in Texas. But man, Cam Skattebo, I gotta talk about this guy and gotta give him credit because Cam Skattebo. Well, I'll get into all of that here in a second. Before we get started, if you all do enjoy this video, please be sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. But before we get started, another little thing I wanted to mention. Unfortunately, as yesterday, as during the Peach Bowl and Rose Bowl, the New Orleans, the location of the Sugar Bowl, had to get delayed for today, as I'm currently making this. But prayers, I want to send prayers out to every single person in New Orleans and Houston now that the FBI has put out a warning in Houston, Texas. But also, just want to send out prayers to everyone in New Orleans, all the injured people that were a part of that attack, terrorism in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. Prayers out to every single one of those folks, and pray that they're okay along with their families. But now, let's get into the video. Cam Skattebo. This man, going into this game, I had no research on this guy. I didn't even know who he was until I saw him against Texas. And just looking at his stat line, he is outstanding. I mean, I was even surprised on how many points they were able to put up. I did have Texas in that game, though. But this guy, Cam Skattebo, he's already being compared to one of the greatest running backs in the game that's probably never going to win a championship. And that is, of course, Christian McCaffrey. According to this stat that I'm going to pull up on the screen, according to this, Cam Skattebo has 1,676 rushing yards, while Christian McCaffrey had 2,019 during his time in Stanford. And then also receiving yards, he has Cam Skattebo has 525 receiving yards, while Christian McCaffrey has 120 more receiving yards than him in that category this season. But of course, that was during the game. But this guy, Cam Skattebo, I gotta give him his flowers because this guy absolutely showed up. He threw a passing touchdown and had two rushing touchdowns. This guy is outstanding. I mean, this guy, he was running all over the Texas Longhorns, and they probably win that game if that targeting penalty was called, which that was, of course, a controversial call, but that's another story for another day. But Cam Skattebo, he had his 2-year career started in Sacramento State, and then he transferred to Arizona State before he would eventually get unlocked. But this guy, he is outstanding. And I believe, just looking at this young kid, I do believe that he is going to be a diamond in the rough. And I currently got 5 teams I currently got my eyes on looking at this guy. I'm going to pull those teams up on the screen. I got the Raiders, Chargers, Cowboys, Cardinals, and also along with the Seattle Seahawks, of course, my team. But this guy, Cam Skattebo, if he's anything like we saw in that game against Texas, playing against arguably one of the best defenses in the country, this guy could be a superstar in the NFL. Because whoever this guy gets drafted to, he is going to thrive there. Because the Raiders, we look at them, they currently are a quarterback away from being a good team. The Chargers, they are looking to build up some offensive weapons. I believe Skattebo would fit very well with them. Then also the Cowboys. The Cowboys are currently looking for a running back, primarily in Ashton Genty. But Cam Skattebo would be my go-to. And then also along with the Cardinals, I do believe James Conner is that guy. I think he needs that second guy to complement him. Seahawks probably the most wide out there one because they already have a good running back room. But this guy, Cam Skattebo, he is outstanding. And I gotta say, this guy put on a show. I believe Arizona State should have won that game because they were giving Texas a run for their money. And if they had that targeting call go in their favor, they probably kick a game-winning field goal and win the game. Probably. But this guy, I gotta say, he is an outstanding player. And watch out for this guy in the NFL because he is a diamond in the rough. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What are your thoughts on Cam Skattebo? And which team do you think Cam Skattebo should go to? Let me know down in the comments, but I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Till next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.